Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing another sponge and brush set, and I'm super excited because this is from Real Techniques. Keep in mind this is limited edition, but I'm pretty sure you can still find it. It runs for, get this, $29.99. It is latex free, cruelty free, not tested on animals, and basically it comes with 8 different pieces in the set. A sponge, a case, 7 different brushes. We're going to go ahead and get ready together. We're going to test everything out. I'm going to give you my thoughts, opinions, what I liked, what I didn't like, all that jazz, and give you full detail about these brushes, a quick run through of everything as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Everything will be linked down below in the description box. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And as always, let's go ahead and jump on in and try it out. So I took off the box, and this is it basically, you guys. This is the entire collection. Love the color. It looks so pretty, but still really festive, but still really modern. And I want to start off with the sponge, because if you haven't tried a Real Techniques sponge, I highly suggest it. I actually really like them. They're a little bit more dense, but if you apply in a little bit of setting mist or apply a little bit of water on it, it does soften up a bit, but it does apply on makeup really nicely. So that is why I like it. It is dual end, which I'll show you. We'll be using it today when we do our makeup. And it also comes with a little case for the sponge, which I love the idea. I hope this one closes really nicely and shut to keep the sponge really nice and secure in the case, just because I think I tried one once before and it was always loose. It would never stay shut, and essentially my sponge would still be rolling around in my makeup bag and kind of getting makeup everywhere. So I love the idea, but I don't know how functional it will be unless you plan like a rubber band around it. So stay tuned for one of my monthly fave and fails. But as for the brushes, these are it. It comes with 7 different brushes. They all have like a numbering system on the top of the handle, and it coincides with the box, because on the box it has a numbering system describing each and every single one of these brushes and gives you a guide on how to use them in case you're just not really familiar using brushes or makeup brushes. So I really love the idea, but I don't love a numbering system because, like, honestly, no one's going to remember and memorize every single one of the brush numbers and what it does unless you take a photo or keep the box for a little bit until you get familiar. That's the only thing. But on the sides of the handles, which I'll show you guys, I'll throw in up close clips so you can see for yourself, there is a name, like the name of the brush is on the handle, which is a really nice guide as well in case you throw out the box or you just forget what it's meant for. So it's a little light, the print, so that's the only thing. So if you don't have the best vision, put on your glasses because you might not be able to see it. Okay, that's the only thing. But we're going to start off with brush 200, okay? And basically on the box it says it's called an expert face brush. And on the back of the box it's described as a dense, dome shaped buffs foundation with targeted control for a full seamless finish. So we're going to use this brush to basically apply on foundation. And so far, for my first impressions, it doesn't feel as dense as I would like it. I would like a little bit more bristles, I'm not going to lie, but it's not too bad. It does feel really soft. So far I really like that. And I can see myself actually using this too if you're going to apply on cream bronzer. This would be a nice option because it's dense enough, it's small and compact, it's not too fluffy, so you'll have control on where you're applying on your product, or even apply on just powder bronzer. I think this would be really nice because it's going to really chisel you out. You're going to have control of where you're applying on, your bronzer. And yeah, so far I really like it. No complaints. I'll throw an up close clip again of the little handle so you can see the font on the size to the color and everything, you guys. Hopefully the camera does a really good job in picking it up. So the foundation that I'm going to be using for today is the L'Oreal True Match. This is in the shade N3. It's a neutral light medium. I've been really liking this one. The bottle is a little dirty, so I apologize, you guys. It just shows you that I actually use this foundation. And I'm just going to go ahead and start on the top of my cheekbone area because that's where I need the most coverage since I have hyperpigmentation, which I actually forgot to use my color corrector because I've been using color corrector lately, but it's okay. We'll just go in and apply this on. Maybe if anything, I'll just go back with the color corrector and apply it over it because I usually apply on about 2 layers on each side of my face of foundation. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to apply in a little bit of the Tarte Creaseless Color Corrector. This is in the shade Peach, and I'm just going to apply it on the top of the cheekbone area just so I can help cover the hyperpigmentation and any little like melasma spots I have on my face. And then we use a sponge to blend it all out. Not the sponge, I meant the brush. I'm going to use the brush to blend it out all around. And so far, in case you have never tried this color corrector, I actually really like it. I do notice that I have to apply on like 2 layers of the color corrector to really cover, but overall it's really nice. It's really lightweight, and I do feel like it kind of helps, you know, kind of helps even it all out. And then I'm going to apply on a second layer of foundation on my face. And then anything I have left over, I'm going to focus on the T-zone area and forehead. And then, of course, we're going to drag everything down the neckline and chest. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Megalost Incognito All Day Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade Light Beige, you guys. I feel like it has slightly like a pink undertone, but I feel like because of the color corrector and the undertones to the foundation, it works really well. So I'm going to go and apply this on throughout my face, and I hope you guys don't get upset with me, okay? But I kind of want to just use the Real Techniques sponge that I already have from their collection, just because I'd really like to save that sponge, you know, for like another day. Because they're literally the same, you guys. Like, they're literally the same. Let me show you really quickly. Let me just show you, okay? So you can see this is the Real Techniques sponge. The little logo is on the side, and it is obviously clean. It's used one, but it's clean. So I'm gonna use a flat surface, the flat end of it. I really like the flat end of it because it covers so much surface so quickly, and I love how flat it is because it's gonna evenly blend everything out. Perfect if you wanna apply on powder or any setting powder or anything like that, but I love to use it to blend out my foundation, my concealer. And I love using the other end, little pointed end, to like apply on or blend anything out around my nose, under the eye area, especially if you want to apply on a little bit of leftover foundation that you might have on your sponge to apply it on the lids of your eyes. So I'm going to go in, and as you can see, I am using the sponge to blend everything out under the eye area right before I go in and set everything into place, just because I don't want to set any creases that I may have under the eye area. And then I like to go around the nose area to make sure, you know, everything's nicely blended and there isn't going to be like a weird gap on my face. So now to set our face, I'm actually going to use 2 different brushes. So I'm going to start off with setting the under area, basically the T-zone area, where we apply on banana powder. This is one of my favorites, you guys. You already know if you've been following me for a while, okay? I love the NYX HD Finishing Banana Powder. I love it. It just gives me a beautiful, flawless finish. It wears really nicely, and it gives me that brightness that I really love. It's like the perfect undertone, not too bright, not too yellow. It's just the perfect in between for my skin tone. So I'm gonna go in with this. It is called a setting brush, and this is number 402. And on the box it says it's called a setting brush. It is described as a compact, tapered, shaped precision brush that applies any formula for the ultimate finish to your look. So yeah, basically a little setting powder brush, which I really like. You can easily use this, obviously, to set under the eye area, to apply a little bit of highlighter on your face. I love how fluffy it is, and it has a really good amount of bristles in it, and it's really nicely tapered all around the brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of powder, and then I'm just gonna go in and set everything into place. So now to set the outer edges of our face where we've applied on foundation, I'm going to go in with the 419 brush. And look at how fluffy it is, you guys. It is so fluffy. It is so soft. It is called the Large Bronzing Brush, and it is described on their box as a fluffy, dense-headed, sweeps powder bronzer all around your face, like all over. So yeah, you can use it as a powder brush. You can use it as a bronzer. We will definitely use it for our face to apply in powder, and then we'll use it for bronzer as well because it is really nice and fluffy. I am using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 280. So I'm going to go ahead and go in and apply on powder on the outer edges of my face and also down the neck and chest area. So now that I've set everything into place, now we're going to go ahead and bronze. We're going to use the same brush that we were just using. I'm going to go in with the Rem Beauty Solar Storm Matte Satin Bronzer. You guys, I've hit pan. I need to replace it. I just haven't made time, but this just shows you I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite bronzers. I'm so sad that I've already ran out. I feel like I ran out of it pretty quickly, but we're gonna go ahead and pick up a little bit of product, and then we're just gonna go ahead and apply it on wherever we want to bronze. And girl, I love to bronze, so we're gonna apply it everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I really like this brush. Okay, I think I'm even gonna use it to apply on blush because it blends everything out so nicely, and I just love how bronzed I look. Like, I feel like it blended out beautifully. Absolutely love it. Okay, so let's move on to blush. And for blush, I'm actually going to be using the Too Faced. This is called the limited edition highlighter and blush palette. I'm not really sure the name of it, but I did a review on it, and I absolutely love this collection, you guys. It came out recently, this past holiday season. So I'm going to go in, I don't know, maybe we'll mix a few. So I'm going to go into the shade that's called Velvet Crush, and I'm just going to apply on the top of my cheekbones on each side. And I love big fluffy brushes like this because I feel like it makes it so much easier to apply it on like evenly throughout, you know, the surface of your face. And the other blush that I'm actually going to go into, I think I'm going to go into Golden Hour, this like really beautiful pink. I'm just going to apply it slightly on the top of my cheekbone, just to add a little bit more dimension to my face, kind of giving that little like baby doll look effect. I'm going to apply a little bit of excess that I have left over on the forehead area. I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to contour my nose, so I'm going to go in with the Expert Face brush. I know we use it to apply on foundation, but I feel like it's pretty dry that if I wanted to slightly contour my nose, I could even use it for that because it's really nice and like dense, but it's not too big, not too small. I'm gonna clean my brush really quickly. I'm gonna go in and just blend out the edges of my nose and around my face. And I'm gonna go back in with the setting brush, pick up a little bit of the banana powder and reapply the brightening powder. So I quickly did my brows off camera, and I actually went in with the Urban Decay brow blade. It's like the dual end with little precision brow pencil and then little felted tip to it, which I really love, you guys. It's really, really good. And then in the shade on this one, it is called Brunette Betty. And then I went in with the brow gel, the tinted brow gel in the shade Brunette Betty as well. And that is basically it. So now we're gonna move on to our eyes. I'm gonna go in with the setting brush that we used earlier. We're gonna go ahead and apply base shadow all around the lid. I'm gonna go in with the Sephora, this is called Secret Boudoir number 206, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the shadow all around the lid as our base. And I love how fluffy it is. Like, how easy was that? That was so fast. Now I'm gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna go into Mango, and this is, by the way, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that shadow, and I'm just gonna apply it within the crease of the lid, doing windshield wiper motions. And now to kind of like smoke out the little crease of the eye, I'm going to go in with the 324 angled brush. And this is actually called the angled shadow brush, which is perfect. But look how fluffy it is, you guys. It's going to blend everything out so nicely. It's going to be really nice to be able to pack on color in the crease of the lid and like blend it out and smoke it out slightly. So basically on the back of the box, it's described as a full angled head adds dimension with shadows to the crease of the eye. So yes, you can use it to the corner of the eye, which makes it really easy to kind of smoke everything out in the corner because it does have like an angle to it. Or you can even use it to apply on shadow within the crease of the lid. It just sits really nicely in that fold. So you can use it many different ways. And so I'm going to go in to Rogue, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply the shadow on the corner of the eye, building the pigment and then blending it in. Now to apply a little bit more shadow, I'm going to go in with a shading brush. This is the 307 brush, and on the back of the box, it is described as a short, dense brush with little bristles that can help build cream powder color to intensify the coverage. So that's basically what we're going to use. I like to use this to apply on the shadow all around the lid as our base. And I like to also use it, like how we're going to use it today, to apply shadow, to reapply shadow on the eye to kind of intensify the look, like the lighter little shadow that we apply in the corner of the eye without doing like a cut crease or anything. I feel like this is how I do it, and I feel like it's a really nice clean option. So far, really love the brush. It's not as dense as I would like it. Like I wish it wasn't so fluffy, and that's the only thing, but it does a really good job, you guys. And again, it's really soft. The bristles are really soft. So overall, I feel like it's doing a pretty good job. And now we're gonna go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash line, and I'm gonna go in with the 332 brush. It is perfect. It's a nice little smudger brush. It is called the Smudge, or just Smudge. And basically on the back of the box, it's described as a short, dense, bristles, allows eyeshadow to be applied, blended, diffused with maximum control. So I'm going to go back into the shadow that we were using earlier called Rogue, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that shadow and then just apply it close to the lash line. And then I like to pick up a little bit more shadow and apply it closer to the lash line, or closely to the lash line, just like that. And I actually missed one brush, you guys, so let's really quickly use it. It is the 356 brush, and the 356 brush is called the angled liner brush, which I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with it. It's a flat little brush that you can use to apply on shadow on the upper lash line to do a little wing liner, or you can even use it to use, like if you have a little gel pot to apply on gel liner, you can also use this brush for that, or even apply shadow in the inner lining of the eye. And basically it is described on the back of the box as a full angled head, adds dimension with shadows to the crease of the eye. So there's so many different ways you can use it, but it is always really nice and handy to have a brush like this one. I'm going to quickly pick up a little bit of Rogue and mix it with Deep Berry, and then just apply lash line just to add a little bit more depth. By the way, for eyeliner, I actually went in with the, I don't even know the name of this. What's the brand? It's called Formula Z. It's a dual end eyeliner pencil. It's so good. I received it in one of my monthly Ipsy monthly subscriptions. I'll look for it and have it linked down below, but it is vegan and cruelty free, you guys. It is really, really nice, and it lasts a really long time, like in the inner lining of the eye. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and finish our look. I'm gonna go in with the Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil. This is in the shade specifically Legendary. It is one of my favorite lip liners. I've bought this more than like 6 times already in the past like 6 months ever since I tried it, and I love it. I think I tried it for the past year, to be really honest, but it's just so pretty. It's like the perfect nude. So I'm just gonna line my lips really quickly and shade them in. And for my lips for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the Carmella Cosmetics in the shade Divine. I think it's like a soft matte nude. Yeah, I feel like it would go perfectly with the eye look that we've created for today. And then I'm gonna quickly clean my brush really fast, and this is the setting brush. And I'm gonna go in with highlighter and apply a little bit of highlighter. I'm gonna go in with the Estate highlighter, baked highlighter, and this is in the shade Do Me By. I think it's called Do Me By. And I'm gonna apply a little bit of highlighter in the nose, chin, and then in the eye, on the center of the lid, and then upper brow area. Just add a little bit of pop to our look as well. And last but not least, we have to try a little wivel, you guys. We have to try a sponge holder or little case. We need to make sure that it's gonna be nicely secure and that it's not gonna like fall apart once we throw it in our makeup bag. So here is our sponge that we used for today when we were getting ready. I'm gonna put in the little case, lock it in, and so far it feels like really nice and secure. So I hope it stays that way because I love the fact that it's in a case. I love that it's clear. I love that it's glittery. It's super cute. Perfect for travel and to avoid our makeup bag getting really dirty. But overall for this set, $29.99, is it worth it? I definitely feel like it's worth it, you guys. Like, you get so much stuff for the price point, and I love the fact that I used so many of these brushes so many different ways. Like, you're gonna get a bang for your buck. I love how soft they are. I love how full of bristles they are, and I didn't have any issues, you guys, doing my makeup. I feel like my makeup turned out really nice, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you tried out this collection, comment down below as well. I've reviewed Real Techniques before, and so far, you know, so far I'm really liking this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share this video, comment down below. If you have any video suggestions, let a girl know. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all guys in my next video. I love you all so, so much. Bye!